Every year, around 1,000 individuals fall victim to alligator attacks, a chilling statistic. Even more alarming, 1 out of every 5 of these attacks proves fatal. Though the number might seem substantial, it dims in comparison to the astounding tally of over 184,000 alligators that have been claimed since 1997. And mind you, this count pertains solely to the state of Florida. So while the role of alligator hunters is clear, caution is still paramount. After all, as one daring hunter learned the hard way, the risks are real. Stick around until the end to hear his intense story of nearly losing a leg in the line of duty. Facing a formidable creature like an alligator demands immense courage, but varying hunting techniques can significantly ease the process. The simplest and most widely embraced approach involves using firearms to take down these reptilian giants. However, seasoned hunters, especially the older generation, often opt for the traditional methods of bow and arrow, and sometimes, astonishingly, a hook and a line. In fact, some enthusiasts argue that the hook and line method remains the truest way to conquer an alligator. The process involves securing a robust hook and line to a firmly anchored pole in the ground. The hook is then tantalizingly baited with an assortment of fish and meats. Once the alligator seizes the bait, the hunter employs sheer strength to haul the beast out of the water, a true test of skill and endurance. It's important to note that hunting methods differ not just between brave souls, but also across states. Regulations can vary significantly. For instance, techniques permitted in Florida might be off limits in Louisiana, and vice versa. Even within a state, rules may diverge. For instance, in South Carolina, hunters must first capture an alligator before resorting to firearms or a specialized device known as a bang stick. If you're unfamiliar with the term, a bang stick is an underwater firearm designed to be fired only when it's in direct contact with an alligator, a concept that might be entirely new to many of you. All of this might sound quite intimidating, and due to a lack of education, alligator hunting often carries an unfavorable reputation. However, it's crucial to understand that alligator hunting actually plays a vital role in maintaining their ecosystem's balance and safeguarding human lives. To ensure ethical hunting practices and maintain healthy alligator populations, federal governments establish designated hunting times, issue tags, and impose limitations. Each year, more than 20,000 individuals apply for alligator hunting permits in each state. However, only a fortunate portion, usually around 7,300, are granted these permits. These permits, which range in cost from $300 to $500, allow the holder to harvest between 2 and 4 alligators within the designated season, stretching from August to November. With an alligator population exceeding 3 million in Louisiana and Florida alone, it becomes clear that these reptiles are no longer facing endangerment. In fact, the practice of controlled hunting serves to manage their numbers. Moreover, the focus of alligator hunters predominantly falls on mature alligators. These older individuals no longer contribute to reproduction and tend to consume a significant portion of the available food resources. By targeting older alligators, hunters create space for the growth and reproduction of smaller ones. However, the benefits extend beyond this. Alligators are territorial creatures and often engage in dominance displays that involve aggressive fights. Unfortunately, these encounters often lead to smaller alligators losing out, leaving them deprived of vital resources. Additionally, in many states, the revenue generated from alligator permit sales is reinvested by the federal government to restore and rejuvenate ecosystems and wetlands. How much do alligator hunters make? The main products of alligator hunting are alligator meat and skin. Alligator skins have been harvested since the 1800s, and since then, they've been used to make boots, belts, and even saddles. In the early 1900s, some states started commercial tanning of alligator skin. This led to the increased popularity of alligator leather, which eventually contributed to the rise of alligator hunting as an industry that generates a staggering $250 million a year. However, hunters typically earn less individually. They receive around $40 for each foot of unprocessed alligator they capture. For example, if a hunter manages to catch 2 9-foot alligators per season, that would only amount to around $720, often falling short of covering their expenses. Despite this, some individuals choose to pursue alligator hunting as a full-time occupation, recognizing the risks and challenges it entails. The compensation they receive doesn't always match the risks they undertake. and unfortunately, accidents are not uncommon, some even leading to fatal outcomes. James Boyce, a lifelong Florida hunter, unexpectedly faced the perilous dangers he was intimately acquainted with during an alligator encounter on November 9, 2019. While hunting with his wife Teresa and their son at Martin County's J.W. Corbett Wildlife Area, Boyce found himself mere steps away from a formidable 10-foot alligator. A sudden jolt coursed through him as the alligator lunged, clamping its jaws onto Boyce's leg. He fought back with an instinctual cry, but the alligator's strength prevailed. Fearing for his life, Boyce adopted an unconventional strategy. To avoid harming himself with his firearm, he wielded the gun's butt to strike the alligator's head. The forceful blows compelled the creature to release him, but the damage was done. Deep wounds on Boyce's leg and rapid loss of blood. With Teresa's swift call to 911, they awaited rescue, which felt agonizingly delayed. The Boyces refused to surrender to the dire circumstances. Despite Boyce's weakened state, they exerted tremendous effort to reach a safer location. After hours of struggle, they reached a clearing, where Martin County's first responders airlifted James to a hospital. Surgery was critical, and 3 days later, he was discharged. Boyce's injuries included severed arteries and nerve damage. His path to recovery involved multiple surgeries and intensive physical therapy, bolstered by unwavering family support. Today, Boyce continues his hunting and fishing pursuits. He has transformed into an alligator safety advocate, addressing schools and community groups to eliminate alligator-related risks and preventative measures. Would you risk your life catching alligators? Let us know down in the comments. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time.